Good morning, dear students and friends. Welcome back to the Prithviraj English Academy. As our social studies series is going on for the Karnataka State Boards, in this video we are going to discuss about major developments in the world. So here I am, Ramesh Chauhan, to discuss about the major developments in the world for the 7th standard. So without a delay, let's start the explanation of the major developments in the world. Okay, here. So first of all, we should know that what is the meaning of means what world is exactly. World means it contains 7 continents. Continents means what? Those are the massive land masses areas. Those are going to call it as a continents. In the world, we have the 7 continents. 1. North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia and Antarctica. And 4, along with that 4 oceans are there. Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, then Arctic Ocean and the Indian Oceans. So today we are going to discuss about what are the developments was going to take place in the world during the ancient time. Okay, so without a delay, let's start today's explanation. Before that, we should know that after this lesson, after this chapter, what we will understand. One is we will understand the teachings of the Jesus Christ and the Prophet Muhammad's teachings. We will understand the impact of the expansion of the herb, and along with that, along with the herb, we will come to know about the Mongol and the Turkish empires. On Indian history, we will come to know about the Indian history. What are the impacts by these 3? Okay, and along with that, we will understand the contributions of the herbs to the field of the science and literature. Okay, now move to the start the chapter, that is introduction. So first, we should know that what the meaning of history. History means what? What it means? History means. ఏంటి history Andra? History is a systematic study. What it is? History means it's a systematic study of the past events. Whatever the things may be happening in the past, in the ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಘಟನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, so why we should need to study history? Because it will going to narrate us, it will going to tell us the progress of the mankind. It will going to tell us about what? Progress of the mankind, from where to where. The glory of the mankind, it will going to express. Progress of the human being, it will going to told you. It will going to teach us about the what? Human beings progress. Progress means development of the mankind, it will going to tell you. And along with that, it will going to tell, when we are going to study about this history, we should have 3 questions in our mind. One is when, a particular incident, when it was happened. Then second is that where did it happen, when did it happen, and when did it happen, and who were associated with it. These are the very important 3 questions while you are studying about the history. For example, when you born, when he was born, where he was born, who, that is Jesus Christ you can mention. Yeah, you can mention Muhammad Prophet, Prophet Muhammad you can mention. Yeah, you can mention any king like the great Ashoka. When he was born, where he was born, who, Ashoka. Understanding my point? These 3 questions you should be have in your mind when you are going to study about the history. Now come to the religion. Religion is a word we are going to use in English. Religion is a word you are going to use in a English language, right? It's a English word it is. The translation of religion in Kannada, it is what? Dharma. We are going to call it as what? Dharma. In Kannada, we are going to call it as what? Dharma. Religion means dharma only. So wherever you have used the word religion means, it means religion only in this lesson. You should be know that. ಈ ಲೆಸನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲಿಜನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಧರ್ಮ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಹೌದಾ? So now come to the, in the present time, Christianity and Islam may be considered as the popular religion of the world. There is no doubt Christianity is the world's largest religion, and second largest religion is the Islam. That's why we are going to consider them. Those are the popular religions in the world. So let's understand their origin, where they are, means from when it was started, when, growth and impact we'll come to know in this lesson. Okay, so that first we'll start with the Christianity. We'll start with the Christianity. Okay, so what who is the founder and all the things we'll come to know now here. Christianity is, we are going to, means if suppose we are going to talk about Christianity, we can say that this religion is very long back ago it was going to establish, it was going to founded by the Jesus Christ, means before 2000 years ago it was going to founded or started by the Jesus Christ. So Jesus means in Kannada we are going to call it as Yesu. The meaning of the word, the Christ means what? Savior. Savior means Messiah. We are going to call it as Savior means what? Messiah. Jesus Christ was founder of the Christianity. Already you came to know that he is the founder of the Christianity. And they have the holy book. That holy book name is called Bible. They have the holy book. Who? The Christianity has the, Christians have the holy book. That holy book name is called Bible. Please, along with that, along with you are going to listening these things, you can make a note also of, means very like Bible, holy book in front of that founder, Jesus Christ. These things you have to, okay. And what is there in Bible? In Bible you have the life, means it contains life, and preachings. Preaching means teaching of the Christ. What is there in this one? Teachings and life story of the Jesus Christ we had in this one. Okay. Now come to the life of Jesus Christ from the, I mean, as it is we had in a Bible. Okay, from there only we got a more explanation about his life. So life, Jesus was born in a Bethlehem in the Israel, and his mother name is called Mary. His mother name is Mary. He born in a Bethlehem of Israel, today's Israel. Okay, and his mother name is Mary. Here it is Bethlehem. Here this is the Bethlehem, and here what you are going to call in Israel it is Bethlehem. Okay, you can come here in one more map. Bethlehem is here in Israel and Jerusalem is here, only 5 kilometers away from this one. His birthplace is only 5 kilometers from the Jerusalem. Okay, only 5 kilometers is the distance. Okay, when he was 30 years, when he was completed the 30 years, he left the home and started servicing for the weak and poor people. He left the home when he was 30. Okay, you have to write that he was left home when he was 30 for the service for the serving for the poor and weak people. And he has a compassion he has, means sympathy towards the, he has the sympathy towards the religious life. And he preached through the stories. Those are moral stories, yes, spiritual stories. In that we are going to call them as a parables. We are going to call them as parables. Parables means what? Those are the moral stories. Okay. Now come to the, okay. In world we can see here. These are the country here. Turkestan, Syria is there here. Iraq, Iran, Saudi Arabia is there here. Okay. And here will be there the Israel. Here will be there the Israel. Okay. I hope you are understanding. Okay. Now move to the next point. It is what? Influenced by the teachings of the Jesus. That means because once, because his teachings are very simple and those are going to reach to the people. They are going to reach to the people. Because of that, he has a large number of followers. He got the large number of followers. Okay. And at the same time, when he got a large number of followers, he got opposed by the religious leaders of that time. Both he had. And they accused him of the, they are going to start it calling him as a, he is the terror, treason. He is a treason. Treason means one kind of what? Terror means who was work against the nation, like that. It is treason means what? He is working against the nation's welfare, like that. They are going to started blaming him. Who? The leaders. Those time they are going to existence. So after some times they are going to crucify him because of once they means because of this means religious leaders opinion. The Roman governor has ordered him to crucified. Crucified means what? It's a punishment given to the criminals in those days. Crucified means it's like that punishment. It is here. It is. I hope you are understanding this one. It is Jesus Christ. They have killed him like that. They are nailed, okay, in both the sides, in here and there, and they killed him in a public place. Okay. Now come to the teachings of the Jesus Christ. According to him, he is going to say that God is one and he is the most merciful. He is the creator of entire creation. That's why we are all the sisters and brothers. Everyone should be developed the brotherhood feelings about the others. We had the brotherhood feelings towards the everyone. Loving the people who are in the distress. Distress means those are in a extreme pain of extremely pain in the what you are going to call extremely. They may be pains, yeah, sorrow, anxiety. Those are you should be have the love towards them, and is equal to the worship of God. If suppose you have the love towards such people, then it is equal to the worship of God according to him. One should be serves others without accepting anything from them. You have to offer the service to the others, but you should not be accept anything from them. Okay, servicing people is equal to the God. Yeah, worship of God only. If one repents for his mistakes, once you are going to beg for the his mistakes in front of the God, God has already I mentioned that he is a merciful, and he will going to forgive you. Love your enemy. Do good to the people who try to harm you also. Okay. So these are the main teachings. Now come to the spread of the Christianity after the death of the after the crucifixions of the Jesus. His disciple means his followers. Yeah, his what you are going to call them as a students. They tortured and some of them be crucified after some times. But when the during the time of the Emperor Constantine of the Rome, he adopted Christianity as the state religion. Then afterwards, it started the spread of the Christianity over the Europe. Slowly, it was going to. Later, the Italians means Italy. Italy city name is called Rome. Became the main center of the what Christianities. Okay, and over there they had the Christian church also. And to look after the church, we have the Pope is the supreme head of the church. Supreme head. He has the all the powers over the church. And they started under the leadership of the Pope. He started sending the missionaries to the other part of the countries of the European continent, and as well as in other continents also. Yes, you want to spread slowly. It was going to spread the world new religion, what is called Christianity. And then afterwards, church gradually developed into the powerful religious organizations. So these are the explanation about what Christianity. After that, we have the sects in the Christianity. Sects means branches. That is one Catholics and one more is Protestants. Okay. Now move to the Islam religion. Prophet Muhammad was the founder of Islam religion and also the last prophet. Prophet means what? Here the meaning it is. Prophet is the one who proclaims, conveys the messages of God to the people. Okay. So he is the prophet and he is the last prophet of the Islam religion. He is going to consider as a last prophet. Afterwards him, nobody has came as a prophet. Okay, according to the Islam beliefs. Okay, and he was born at the Mecca in the Arabia. Here it is. Just go to it here. Arab. Here it is. Arab is here this part. Okay, he has going to born in the Mecca. Mecca is located in Arab. Okay, here it is Mecca. Okay, and here you have the Medina. These two has the relationship. Afterwards, we will come to know about that. Okay, now move to the what is before the rise of the Islam, there were several tribal groups in the Arabia. In the Arabia means today Saudi Arabia, there are so many tribal groups are there. Tribal groups were there in Saudi Arabia. For centuries, these groups remain disunited. They haven't have any unity among them. They haven't have the unity. After some time, Kaaba at Mecca was well-known pilgrimage where they practice idol worships. In beginning, before the Islam was going to spread in the Arab over there, idol worship was there. Means they are going to worship the god in a idol form. They are going to worship the god in the idol worships. Okay. Who? The Arabs also they are going to worship the god in the idol forms. They are going to worship the god into the idol forms. Here, they're what you are going to call holy place. Every means most of the Muslims they are going to visit. They means their ambition it is once in the throughout their life they have to visit this place. That's called Mecca. Okay, now come to the life of the Prophet Muhammad. Means from where he was, how he was born, his parents, his wife, his children's. About that we will come to know, and how he became the prophet we will come to know now. Okay, that is first is Prophet Muhammad's father was Abdullah and his mother is Amina. When he was born, no, before his birth only, his father was died, and after some times, when he was the age of 6, he lost his mother also. Then afterwards, he was means caretaker taken by his uncle. Okay, uncle, and he started helping him in his business also. Muhammad started helping to his uncle in his business. Later, uh, later on, he was appointed. Muhammad was appointed in a widow's home. She is the rich lady. Her name is Khadija. Okay, and after some time, she was impressed by his simplicity and honesty, and she got married with him. Then afterwards, they got a children also. Okay, two boys and four girls they had. Okay, afterwards that. Okay, at the 40 age of 40, he started to meditating all the things. Okay, he got the prophethood. Okay, he started prayer and meditation in a cave of Hira of the Mecca. Then once he heard the voice of angel, and angel had said him that you are the prophet of the Allah. Then afterwards he became the prophet. Okay, then he started preaching it, started teaching of God's message, and everything was going to contains in the books that is by his followers, that is in a Quran, and that was there in a Arabic language. Please note down this one. Quran is a holy book of this, and it was there in a Arabic language. Islam means what? Peace, a submission to the God. Muslim means one who surrenders to the God. Okay, now come to the next point. Okay. When you have started the preaching to the people, then the Orthodox people, Orthodox means traditional community of the Mecca, they started opposing him. They are not going to even allow him to the preach. Then at the same time, Muhammad Paigambar was started a journey in the year of 622. He started a journey from Mecca to Medina. He traveled. He traveled from Mecca to Medina with his followers, and this journey is going to call it as a famous as a popular as a hijra in the history. Please have the note. There is a possibility to ask you a question. He settled down for some time in Medina. He settled down in Medina when he started the journey. Then over there he started the preaching. He got the name and fame in Medina. Then and he was started united the small groups, small tribes of the Arabia, and then he was popular in that. Then again, once he got a popularity in Medina, he started traveling back to the Mecca with his followers. Okay, and he died in Mecca only in a year of 632. Okay, now come to the teachings. Teachings of the Islam. God is one. A simple prayer is enough to win the heart of the God. One should lead an honest and principled life and should keep away from all the bad habits. It is very important. You should be away from the bad habits. If suppose you are the Islam follower, then you should be away from the bad habits, and you should be have the what kind of life? Honest and principled life. Okay, we should be respect to the women, and we should be compassion. We have the sympathy towards the poor and weak people. And now come to the rituals of the Islam. Kalima. Kalima means what? Belief in a one God, and that is Muhammad is the prophet of it. Namaz. Prayer it is. Namaz means what? Prayer for the Allah for 5 times in a day. Rosa, we should be fasting in the month of the Ramjan. Zakat, we should be keep our in that a particular amount of money we should be keep for the poor people. We should be donate that in our profit, whatever you are going to getting now, in that some money we have to keep it for the poor. Hajj is a pilgrimage to the Mecca, means they should be visit once in their throughout the life, they have to visit to the Mecca. That's called the Hajj. Okay, now come to the Islamic Empire. After the death of the Muhammad, yeah, after the successor of the Muhammad are going to call it as a Caliphas. Who came to the after in place? Caliphas came to the in his place. They started spreading the Christianity with wars. They declare the wars against the other people and won the victories and built the vast Islamic empire. And through that, when they have started expanding their empire, like that, their followers also increase. Right? And along with that, during that time only, the Arab was going to invaded means attacked over the India also. They attacked over the India also, Arab. Okay. They not conquered the provinces of Sindh. They are not only conquered the Sindh. Sindh is here. Today is in Pakistan, is the area. Okay. Rajasthan. It is there next to the Rajasthan and Gujarat. It is share the borders with the Rajasthan and Gujarat. Okay. And even okay, it is located today in Pakistan. Okay. They are not going to conquer this area. They spread the Islam religion there in the Sindh. Okay. Now move to the later. The Turks came to the power. In the place of Arabs, now come to the Turks. Turks means who? The today's Turkmenistan. They means they came from. Their origin is from the Turkmenistan. Okay. They enter India through the Afghanistan. I hope you may be aware about that. Afghanistan is here. This area. They enter into the India from this area. Okay. From that direction. And they entered India through the Afghanistan and conducted several expeditions. As a result of this, the rule of the Delhi Sultans was established in India. So, Turks, they came from the Afghanistan, that route, and they established the Delhi Sultans rule in India. Okay, now come to the contributions of the Arabs. In the India and throughout the world. What are their contributions? Arabs are going to given the more popularity like Greek, Roman and Indian science. They got the knowledge from there. Okay, and they enriched their civilization. They got the knowledge from the Greek also, along with that Rome and Indian also, and they ended their civilization. The city name is called Baghdad. Baghdad is there here. Okay, Baghdad is there. Here it is. Okay, in Arab. This is India and this is the Arab. Okay, and Baghdad is here. It is going to consider as a learning center of those time. Arab made their own contribution to the field of the literature also. Here we have the in a literature. You have some works, the famous works. Those are one is Arabian Nights. Okay, and along with that, Omar Khayyam has written a book, and that book name is called Rubaiyat. Rubaiyat. And one more is book written by the Firdausi, and that book name is called Sahanama. These are the famous books in the Arab language. Now come to their contribution to the algebra is very important. Okay, algebra. They contributed to the algebra, chemistry, and astronomy. Okay, they learned the numbers from the India, included zero also they learned from us, and they pass us to the Western world. Okay, now come to the Arabs constructed so many palaces, mosques, libraries, and hospitals. Their magnificent important mosques are in Mecca, Medina, and Baghdad and Jerusalem. Okay, and they had the medical system. That medical system is known very famously as is Anani. That is called their famous what we are going to call medical system. It is now come to the next. It is the Crusades. Next point is what? The Crusade. Crusade means what? It is a religion wars. It is a religions wars between Christians and the Muslims. Palestine and its capital Jerusalem was a holy land for the Jewish, Christians and Islams. Very important it is. Today's Palestine is there, no? Palestine is the holy land. It is a holy land for three community people. Yeah, three religions people: Jewish, Christians, and the Muslims. To control over the Palestine, they had the war. Who? Christians and the Muslims had the wars. Christian and Muslims had the wars. Christians and Muslims had the war to get control over what? Palestine. These are going to call it as a religious war. This religious war only going to known as what? Crusades in a history. Okay. So now come to the causes of the religious wars. One is what? When the Palestine was under the rule of the Ottoman Turks, when the Palestine was under the rule of the Ottoman Turks stopped the pilgrimage of Christians to the Palestine. They stopped the pilgrimage of the Christian to the Palestine. This is the main cause for these crusades. Okay. In that first one, this is the place, Jerusalem. Okay. Why? Because in here, this area only you have the three religious people's holy land. It is going to consider. Okay. So now come to the in the first crusade, a first religious war, about 40,000 Christians were participated. They went on the foot to the Jerusalem, and this got the success to brought under the control of the Palestine. But after some times they lost their control over the Palestine. When it will come to the fifth crusades, approximately 50,000 Europeans are going to take part in this one, in a fourth crusade. When the fourth crusade was there, no, a fourth religious war, 50,000 Europeans they all. But among them fewer died because of the existence and in the way only. And when the war is got over, then enemies made the captives. Captives means imprisons, and they became the slave. They became the slave. They became the slave. Okay, they became the slave. Slave means like that one. Okay, slave means they haven't have any rights and anything. They are always in a chain. Okay. Now come to the results of the crusades. The Christians failed to gain control over the Holy Land, Palestine. However, the Crusades led more contacts and trade relations between Europe and Asia. This is going to create the trade relations between Europe and the Asia. Okay, this is the picture one kind of means one picture from the what is that religious war. Okay, how cruel they are involved, how merciful the war it is. It is the picture. Now come to the Mongols. The Mongolia in Central Asia is a vast grassland. They're there in okay. A nomadic tribe called the Mongols. It is a nomadic tribe. Nomadic means they are not going to stay at one place. They are going to travel for their livelihood. They are in the search of the food. They are going to travel from place to places. Okay, their means of livelihood means what? Livelihood means rearing a cattle. They are rearing the cattle. Genghis Khan, in that we have the mainly the Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan is united the Mongols and built a vast empire in Asia. But the barbaric acts he has done are shocking to the readers of the history. He is very involved in a barbaric, a savage activities he had done over there in the history. Okay, so but his grandson was there, who was the kind-hearted man. His grandson, that is Kublai Khan, was the grandson of the Genghis Khan. Kublai Khan became the emperor of the China, and he has the good administrator. We are going to consider him, and he has the kind. He are going to consider as a kind-hearted. He is not like his grandfather. He is a good and as well as a kind-hearted man. He undertook several public works to promote the welfare of the people. He fed hungry during the period of the famine. Famine. Famine means what? The extreme scarcity of the food. Okay, because of the fear of the rainfall maybe. Okay, he encouraged the art and scholars also, influenced the religious and culture of the China, and he became converted into the Buddhism. He converted into the Buddhism. Genghis Khan converted into the Buddhism. Okay, after him the Taimurs came to the power. After the decline of the empire built by the Kublai Khan, his successor Taimur came to the power. Okay, and he got all the repetitions what the Kublai Khan had same. Okay, he built the very vast emperor that is included by the Persia. Persia means today's Iran, Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, and many parts of the Russia also. Timur also invented means conquer means attacked on India also, and Babur afterwards was founded the Mughal rule in India. He belongs to his family only. Okay, lineage means his family only, Timur's family only. Okay, now come to the Ottoman Turks. Turks are nomadic people. Nomadic means they are not going to stay at one place. They are going to travel from place to place in search of water, in search of food, in search of their food for their cattle. Okay, they are originated in Central Asia, Turkestan. Turkestan nowadays Turkmenistan we are going to call it. We are going to call it. Here it is. Turkmenistan is here. Here it is India, and here it is Pakistan. Sorry, Afghanistan. After the Afghanistan, here it is Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan. I hope you understand. Okay, now move to the next point about them. They became followers of the Islam. They became the followers of the Islam. After the decline of the Kublai Khan's empire, the Turks occupied vast areas around. They built a military state called the Ottoman. Please note down what is the meaning of Ottoman. Ottoman means the state built by the Turks, that is military state, that is called the Ottomans. The Ottoman Turks invaded India also. They attacked on India also. Okay, and after these all the things, the branches also there in Islam also. Okay, sects in Islam, those are one is Shia and one more is Sunni. So I hope you understood the things. And in this lesson, if suppose they may mention BCE, BCE means before the common era, and wherever they are not mentioned the BCE means it is CE. CE means common era. Okay, after the birth of the Jesus Christ is called the common era. Before him it is called the BCE. Okay. So my dears, thanks for watching this video. If you have any doubt, any suggestion, then please comment. I hope you understood this lesson. I hope you are enjoying the explanation of mine. Thanks once again for watching this video, my dears. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.